SAFM Breakfast is on now, and so is the Chemist Warehouse Christmas Fragrance Sale. Spoil yourself or your loved ones this Christmas with big brand fragrances at lowest prices. Shop in-store or online today.
Now listen.
Fave Bits, picked by Bernie and Emma G.
How's the energy?
Amazing. It's the SAFM Breakfast Podcast with Bernie and Emma G.
I ran into my neighbour at the Velo 500 Saturday, and, well, it's triggered some events since. And I thought we were tight. We were talking about how nice it is to have beautiful neighbours across the road. Yes. And, well, maybe that was a one-way street.
It was, because he's stitched you up since then.
He has.
He's been leaving me voice notes about you, Bern.
Hello, Emma. It's Paul here. I'm just wondering whether this might be the right number. I'm ringing about Bernie Vince. He's my neighbour, and I'm just a little concerned about a few things that have been going on in the neighbourhood since he's moved in.
He went on to say that you've been borrowing things from his shed, getting his kids to water your lawn, helping yourself to things when he's not even home.
I paid his kids, though, and then he had a crack at me for paying his kids. What does he want?
Well, Paul has more to say now, Bern, and you won't believe what he has dogged you in for now.
He's out there watering the garden with his top off, like he's still some sort of fit rig player at the D's or the Crows. But Bern, you've got a dad bod now, and I have to close the curtains because it's just hideous looking at you watering the lawn out there.
Paul has to keep his curtains closed, Bern.
I do that a bit.
Spared the eyesore of you with your top off.
Keep your clothes on, mate. Come on.
I've had some issues with that in the past.
How far has it gone?
Geez. Well, me?
Yeah. With the issue.
Got a
suspensions for having
couple of
his pants
suspensions
down
and being nude.
But
Just the two.
I know you're not the only one, Bern. When did you see too much of your neighbour? We want to hear from you on 13 10 60. Did you cop an eyeful? Well, let's be real. What we're asking: did you see your neighbour nude? We want to hear from you.
Sunbaking. It happens. You could accidentally, they don't draw the curtains, or they run out to the clothesline in the backyard and you just happen to do that. Or if you're Bernie, you're watering the garden out the front.
It's actually funny. His wife Emma hasn't complained to me.
Hey. 13 10 60, give us a call. When did you see too much of your neighbour? Or the text line's always open to 0488 52 107.
SAFM's Bernie and Emma G. Best mates for breakfast.
On SAFM.
Bernie's neighbour has called and dobbed Bern in for something.
He's out there watering the garden with his top off, like he's still some sort of fit rig player at the D's or the Crows. But Bern, you've got a dad bod now, and I have to close the curtains because it's just hideous looking at you watering the lawn out there.
So we're asking you, when did you cop an eyeful of your neighbour? Lots of texts coming through, Ben, 0488 52 107.
Lots of texts. Belinda, now this gets interesting. She got locked out of her house in her undies and tried to climb through the bathroom window. I was watering the garden. She saw her garden too. Hang on. I'll change that to garden. I think it was forest.
Poor Belinda, though. What's she meant to do? Good on her. Climbing back through the bathroom window.
Get back in.
Tamara's text through too. We were hanging the Christmas lights when my neighbour decided to mow the lawn in just his undies. Santa's little helper was not what I needed to see that day.
Well, got to be careful mowing the lawn. Don't just be careful.
You don't know who can see
things
you.
can flick up. And
you're well equipped there, eh? You're a fair way away from the blades, leaves.
On 13 10 60, Lisa from Ethelton has called through. Lisa, when did you see too much of your neighbour?
Hi, Bernie and Emma T. We always spend a lot of time with our neighbours, and we used to always talk over the fence. I heard them in the backyard, so I thought I'd pop my head over, talk to the wife, but it was actually the husband naked in the backyard.
Okay, there we go.
Not what I needed to see early in the morning.
No.
There you go.
Oh, no,
How'd the
Lisa.
conversation go?
I just quickly ducked down on the fence. I'm sorry. The wife was nowhere to be seen, so I just got out of there.
Love it, Lisa. Let's go to Jess from Elizabeth. Jess, when did you see your neighbours with not many clothes on?
No, Bernie, I'm you in this situation.
You're naked.
When I was young, I had no clean bras, and I knew some were on the line.
Oh, yeah.
So I've gone out topless to get one of my bras off the clothesline. and our back fence, and we've got lovely neighbours. So it's quite low. It's only waist high.
Oh, no.
My old 80-year-old neighbours yelled out, "Hi, darling!" And I have just gone racing back inside. I'm like, "Mum, go and explain why I'm naked."
That's great. Love it, Jess.
All right, keep them coming through. The Autobusters text line 0488 52 107 or 13 10 60. Yeah.
When did you cop an eyeful of your neighbour?
SAFM's Bernie and Emma G. Best mates for breakfast.
On SAFM. Come on.
Bernie and Emma G's 15 trips in 15 days.
We could be sending you and your best mate away on a weekend interstate or a local trip somewhere in our beautiful SA or 30 minutes down the road for a shopping trip, depending on how well you know each other.
Yeah, we'll give you 3 words. You got 30 seconds to answer them. There are some rules, though. You can't say the word yourself. You can't say a word that rhymes, and you can't say what the letter starts with, or you can't spell it out.
Yes, that's right. So playing today, we have Jacinta from Anglevale and Simona. G'day, Jacinta.
Hi, how are you?
We're really good, thanks. Now, how well do you think you know Simona?
I'm a little bit stressed at the moment.
I know.
I think I know her pretty well.
We gave away the trip too yesterday. 3 words.
3 words is an interstate trip for you to Sydney today. You could win 3 nights accommodation in a 4-star hotel, including brekkie, transfers. How good is that?
Oh, that would be amazing.
2 words will get you a trip to McLaren Vale, or 1 word will get you $500 shopping spree. Why are you stressed?
I'm stressed because I'm also at work at the moment.
Oh, right. Well, that's okay. Don't tell them. Don't tell them.
Stay calm. Just get into your zone. Get into your flow state. Think about you and Simona living it up in Sydney.
Oh, that's stressed her more, G. Don't say that. Play it down.
Sorry. How did you meet?
We actually met on TikTok. So I was making lots of videos back in the day. I still do, but I've actually been banned 3 times now.
Oh, no.
Don't know why, but yeah, back in the day I had like 110,000 followers. Used to do like lots of dancing videos, and then she ended up following me, and since then we've been best friends.
Oh.
Meeting on TikTok, you don't hear that every day.
No, so Simona
definitely
was
not.
a fangirl, and now
Yeah.
you're besties. All right, well, let's put your friendship to the test. We've got 3 words here. I'm going to give you your 3 words. We've got Simona on hold. She can't hear this right now, okay?
All right.
Your words are galaxy, listen, and read. All right, we're getting Simona on. Okay, she's there. All right, 3, 2, 1, go for it, Jacinta.
All right, so when you have a book, what do you do?
Read.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
When I'm talking, what are you doing?
I'm speaking.
No, but like with your ears.
Okay. I'm listening.
Yeah. And it's like a pattern that we used to have in leggings. Like really
galaxy?
purple.
Now, hold on 1 sec. We just need to check with our producers because there's a little bit of controversy here. You said listening, but the word was listen. So we're just gonna check.
Oh, what's going to happen? Hang on there.
There's
a little quick
definitely
meeting happening.
got 2, which would be a trip to McLaren Vale, which is amazing in itself. But
done.
did they win the trip to Sydney?
Okay, so we just had word come through, Jacinta and Simona.
Oh, yeah.
And the verdict is...
You're going to Sydney! We're going to accept listening! Oh, 3 nights accommodation, 4-star hotel, including breakfast, transfers. How good's that?
That is so
Oh my
good.
god, that's amazing.
Oh my god.
Congratulations, true besties, right there.
Thank you.
Describe the pattern thing. How do you get galaxy out of pattern?
Back in the day, we used to have leggings that were like galaxy pattern. I was like hoping that she also owned them.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, she did.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
not the way I would have
Amazing
described
stuff. See, you got to know each other really
that.
well.
Yes, true.
Oh,
True.
thank
Well done.
Yeah, congratulations,
2 in a row.
guys. Best mates forever. Nice work.
2 in a row.
Thank you.
Oh, that is so good. Congratulations, guys. All right, your turn next tomorrow. To enter, just text your name and your best mate's name and how you met to 0488 52 107, and you could be a winner like Jacinta and Simona as well. It's 15 trips in 15 days with Bernie and Emma G.
SAFM's Bernie and Emma G. Best mates for breakfast.
On SAFM.
We're talking
your
footy for the first time on SAFM. A footy break, which I'm enjoying. AFL Draft night tonight, G. So
Okay.
you're asking all about how it worked in the break.
Yeah, so you were like, there you go.
Oh, yeah, we got to play
Get me in the
something.
mood. There it is.
This is Burns' realm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you were mentioning like, draft pick 1 and 17 and what? It's like another language. So for the basic girls like me,
Yes.
explain, how does it work? How do you pick the numbers and what does it mean?
So the draft...
Sorry, just before you go,
Yeah.
so you
Don't chew into my time,
No,
boy.
but don't, before you, just so you don't get too much into it, I'm not going to say it's boring
Yeah.
for our
Hey,
audience, but
I haven't started
if you
yet.
go too far, you get the
that's
siren
it.
and
Okay.
we're going to buzz you
Yeah,
out.
it's
Okay.
Siren you
Okay.
out.
So just
Keep
in
it
a
simple.
Quick snapshot.
Yes.
So the draft is all about equalisation. So whoever finished last...
I don't know what that
Hey,
means.
he's got it already. No, last year... So even up the comp. So whoever finished
I
last the
see.
year before
Okay.
gets pick 1, 17th pick 2, and it works through. You can trade picks in
So
and
it's
out.
more fair competition.
So it's designed to even it up. So
Okay.
Richmond they've got 8 picks in the top 24 this year,
Is
which
that
is
good?
It's it's exciting for their future.
Okay.
It's a super draft this year too. Described as a super draft. Don't get.
I don't
near
know what that
button.
means. What about Port? That's the only one I care
Yeah.
about.
Port have got pick 13, so they traded out. You'd know Dan Houston. The
So pick
big
13
story.
means that they come 13th in their
13th
choosing
ranked.
who they want.
So yeah, there's all recruiters and that watch them through under 16s, under 18s, and they rank them in a bit of an order. And it can be what you need at your club as well. You might need a
Right.
ruckman, so you go after a ruckman.
Yeah.
But it's designed so you're picked in order of how well you think your career will be.
Right.
Okay.
So that's a snapshot. Adelaide got picked 4. Adelaide have lost a
not
lot
bad.
of players recently.
So that means
pick 4
they choose fourth.
is a really talented. It'll be a really
No,
talented.
I
Top
don't-
10 is they're generally guns.
What about number 1? How do they work out
Yeah.
why number 1?
Well, it's tough because they've just had a super under 18s comp. So they reckon Sam Layla will go pick 1. I haven't even got to. Oh.
Wrap it up. All right, so I want to know how you got drafted.
Okay.
Because I know a lot of things about you, but how you got
Yes.
drafted is never anything I took interest in.
Yeah,
So
well,
now that
you
I
might
kind of
not
understand.
after I tell you the story either.
All right,
But it's different. Mine was a different story. So
Okay.
there you go. At least it's different. Do a
anything
lot of things
technical we need to know? Or because we've run out of time now.
I had all my
We're gonna
clothes on.
Good
and
start.
I was well behaved in my first few days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, don't go anywhere.
People turned crazy.
Get rid of that siren. It made me nervous.
SAFM's Bernie and Emma G. Best mates for breakfast.
On SAFM.
Oh, you
Getting
did.
some text messages too coming through from some mates of mine. Ravo from Moonta, he's just text through.
Yeah.
Not sex through, text through. Great to hear footy on SAFM. So I'm getting some good feedback.
Just being careful with football.
It doesn't happen a lot, but Burns in his element today because it's draft day, so we had to mention it, Burns.
Draft night.
Oh, okay.
Draft night.
Well, because
And I taught you how it works. You're up with it now. are you?
Yeah, so I think I understand that the way it works with picking is like when you're at school and the teacher asks you in PE
Yeah.
to pick teams and everybody wants to pick first the kid that's
Yeah.
good at sport.
Yes,
It's
that's
like
it.
that.
That's a perfect way
Yeah.
to describe it.
How good is that?
That is
That's
perfect.
brilliant.
Okay, now I
Yeah.
understand.
For
Where,
those who
where
are
did
just-
you get picked, by the way?
For those
Last?
who are just joining us, with Bernie Vince, of course, played for the Crows and Melbourne.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
yeah. AFL superstar, two-time best and fairest
I'm going
winner.
to test you. I'm going to
Okay.
test you. So Adelaide finished 15th last year. What pick would they have tonight?
Okay, there's
Work back
18
18
teams.
teams, work back.
3.
Pick 4, G! No,
Oh,
pick
four.
4. 18, 17, 16,
Oh, yeah, of course.
15.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Yeah,
Let's
good
get the Bernie Vince draft story.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I was actually picked 32 in my draft, 2005 draft, going back a bit now.
So is that good? Is that high?
Seems
That's
high.
pretty high from where I was coming from because I played country footy most of the year I got drafted.
Yeah,
so I
right.
didn't come down to Adelaide to play. And most guys that get drafted, as we said, there's 1,000 in the draft, only 65, 70 picks
Yep.
Yeah,
in
right.
total. So very lucky to get drafted percentage-wise when there's that many people. But I came down about midway through the season, I reckon. Played a few reserves games at SANFL level.
Yep.
And then played league SANFL level. Only the last 4 games and 3 were finals. And then the next year, once I got drafted to Adelaide, the next year I played round 1. So in about 10 games of football, I played 4 different levels, G. So it was like
That happened so
a
fast. for
rapid
you.
rise. But I was already out of school. I was 23 think I was 20 when I got drafted.
So that's pretty old, isn't it,
It's
really?
old, yeah,
Because these kids today are like 17, 18.
Yeah, 17, 18,
tonight.
straight out of school. They've
Yeah.
never done washing, never paid a phone bill, never
Lived on
don't
their
know what
own.
BPay is. It's quite scary for kids because quite often it's interstate.
Yeah.
So, you might be going in the draft today. Like a Sid Draper, they reckon he might go pick 4 to Adelaide, but if he doesn't go to Adelaide, tomorrow he's flying to Melbourne, flying to Perth.
Wow.
Flying not just to visit, to live.
But
So it's
that's
a
like
big
the
shake-up.
dream realised.
It is a
How
dream,
exciting for them.
But there's a lot of kids that get homesick and have troubles all the way through. So imagine you being a mother and your little 17-year-old has just finished school and then he's drafted
Off to the big league.
say, Brisbane. He's going to Brisbane the next day, and then that's it. You kiss him goodbye,
Wow.
and he obviously comes back and visits, but he's gone, moved out like that overnight. So it can be a bit of a shock to some kids, and they've got to learn a lot of things. They're very good at it now. There's a lot of development managers at footy clubs, and they run them
Support
through
put in
programs
place.
and support. And
How did you feel when you got the news that you were drafted?
well, I was playing cricket. It was on a Saturday. It used to be on a Saturday. I was playing cricket for Woodville, and
Yeah.
you could watch it on the internet. It's a big thing now, the top 30s tonight, and it's very Americanised. It's, they go up on stage and get presented. But I just played cricket, and I had a lot of missed calls when I got out, and it was from the Adelaide Footy Club, and I had voicemails from, say, Simon Goodwin, Andrew McLeod, or some of these guys
legends.
I was watching from playing at Stansbury about a few months before. So it was pretty crazy. It was a rapid rise. But then when you get there, you got to do all the right things, which I didn't. But I learnt how to do the right things, and you got to work harder and stuff once you get there. But it can your life can change like that. And if you do miss it, there's some kids that think they're going to get drafted and all their eggs are in one basket, and they miss out, which is the opposite to what I felt. So it's a big day, and these kids will be so nervous because the top 2 or 3 you probably are all locked in. But after that,
You don't know.
You don't really know.
Yeah, right.
That's the why they put it on TV now, and it's great. So
Okay.
I hope
Look
you've
at
learned
you.
a little bit about footy. I promise I won't talk any footy anymore.
No, that's all right. We're thinking of all the parents, the mums and dads, and the kids.
The tears.
Big
Yeah,
nights
can't
tonight.
wait to see
Celebrations
what
and
happens
tears
tonight.
There you go.
There you go.
SAFM's Bernie and Emma G
Best mates for breakfast.
on SAFM.